Could go in. Oh my god, I hit the cage. Okay, welcome back to Wolastoqey Disc Golf Co. I'm here in Odell Park in Fredericton, New Brunswick, Wolastoqey unceded territory. And yeah, this is just like a little 9-hole course. They got 9 baskets. There's a bunch of different layouts. There's short and long tees. You can play a route of 18. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to play the 9 long positions, 9 long tee boxes to the 9 baskets. And something a little different today for fun. I got 3 Trash Panda discs. So if you've never heard of Trash Panda, they're a company from Colorado. And all their discs are made of like not virgin plastics or recycled plastics. So I've got 3 here. I've wanted to kind of throw them for a long time. This sustainable idea of disc golf, helping disc golf become more sustainable. But yeah, so they have a bunch of different discs in their lineup, and I've finally got my hands on a few in the last couple weeks. So I have 2 of their putters, the inner core with I think little shards of the Crocs. I have the outer core, which is, I think this is their baseline plastic. But yeah, these are their 2 putters. And something cool about Trash Panda is that their discs, like their putters, their slower speeds are all about the inside of the earth, so inner, outer core. Their mid-ranges, which I don't have any, are named after on the earth. So I know there's one called the Dune and there's one called the Canyon. Their fairway drivers, which I also don't have, are kind of named of stuff in the atmosphere. So I know one's called the Ozone. And then their distance driver, which I have here, the Prosalon, is named after stuff in space. And I believe the Prosalon is like a very bright star in the universe, like a certain amount of light years away, but pretty cool. And yeah, my Prosalon, I've doodled on it a whole bunch, but I'll throw up a picture of that if you want to. But yeah, so I'm just going to play the 9 holes with these 3 Trash Panda discs and see how well I can do. I'm thinking maybe I'll say let's do -6. And yeah, maybe we'll add a punishment. If I don't get my goal of -6, the most liked comment with the suggestion of what I will draw on the back of one of these discs, and I'll have to draw it onto the back of these discs. Within reason, I'm not an artist. And hopefully nothing too gross. Okay, hole 1 is a 209-foot par 3. So through this little gap, you can see just back at that big boy tree there, just under the canopy, it's on the left. So it seems like kind of a tough backhand for these putters. I'd probably want to throw a mid just with this low ceiling. So I think I'm going to forehand up my Pro Salon with my beautiful artwork. Looks really good. Could go in. Oh my god, I hit the cage. Well, that's a good start to the day. Okay, well, first shot of the day with the Pro Salon. My first shot ever with the Pro Salon, like actually on a hole and not in a field, was a cage hit. But we're starting off with a birdie and a cage hit, a near ace. That's exciting. We'll see if we can get an ace today. I think a lot of these holes are going to be aceable. Okay, hole 2 is a 307-foot par 3. If you can see the big tree out in the center, I think it's a pine tree. It's tucked behind those. So because of this family to my right, I think I'm just going to try to rip another forehand out there. First forehand was really clean. See if I can do it again. Oh, geez. These are my first throws with this disc, and way further than I thought. Okay, first couple of throws with the Pro Salon, I'm really liking it. That got more turn than I was thinking. Like, I feel like I barely even popped it, so I think I could really get this thing going. I'm not sure what I'm going to putt with. I'll try the outer core. The baseline plastic is more what I putt with, usually. Give it some turn. Drop! Okay. Little tester coming back. Ain't a problem though. Yeah, it feels nice for the putt. Okay, -1 through 2. Okay, hole 3. 398-foot par 4. This bush in the middle, you can probably go left or right of it, but the basket's tucked in the tree line way back there on the left. I'm gonna go Pro Salon again, and I'm gonna try to throw it straight at that big tree and let it fade into the basket. An eagle would be sweet here. Haven't thrown really any backhands yet today. Oh man, I'm turning it way more than I think. I'm in the tree line, but not nearly left enough. Pro Salon's fine, a lot straighter than I was expecting. I was thinking to be a bit more beef. Mine's straighter than I thought, but I got it about pin high, just left. Give it a bid for eagle here. Stay up! It was a good line, but a tap and birdie. We live with those. I like how this putter feels, like the baseline plastic. It's kind of grippy. Okay, hole 4 is our first gap hit of the day, 226 feet. I'm throwing into the gap, and then the land kind of cresses down a hill and the basket at the bottom of the hill. So I'm trying to throw the inner core straight and let the hill kind of just take it left. I've thrown this a few times, this croc inner core, and I really like it. It's a bit deeper than my usual throwing putters, but it truly just flies straight. I think the numbers are 2.4 minus 0.50. And yeah, it really just, it can hold up to some torque and really just holds the line you put it on. It's really fun. Let's see if I can hit a gap. Miss that tree. All right, we're in there. We're in there. Okay, I've kicked into the center of the fairway. You can see the basket straight ahead of me. I'm gonna try a little forehand with my old outer core here, which I think is almost the exact same as the inner core. There's a bead, and yeah, so it's just a bit more stable, but it feels very similar in the hand, maybe a bit deeper than the inner core, but it's 2.401. So yeah, just a bit more stable. I've never forehanded it. Tester. Forehanding deep putters that I've never thrown before is tricky. I have to be very touchy. But yeah, I've liked how this is putted so far. So let's see if I can make a putt here. Oh, that was a low and right if you didn't see, but just snuck over. Okay, we'll take it. Another par. I need to start getting some birdies. Okay, hole 5 is a 336-foot par 4 downhill, tight line. It looks like there's like a tight forehand gap to the left of that tree. Or you can kind of shoot this straight past those pines and let it fade. Yeah, if I'm out of breath, I realized I left my keys on hole 1, my car keys on the ground, so I just ran and grabbed them. I'm not sure what I'm gonna try. I think I'm just gonna go safe and try the backhand route. I just got caught up in those trees I was supposed to go around. Okay, I punched the pine trees. The nice thing about this being a par 4 is that there should be a relatively easy birdie, but I gotta try to give it a bit for eagle. I'm gonna go forehand with the outer core again. Ooh, went a little deep, but that's okay. This time. Okay, so we got another really easy par 4. 263 feet up the hill. It's just kind of past and under that big tree there to the left of that big stump. So I'm just gonna throw a hyzer out there and let it fade in. Make sure I get the nose down. Dude, I keep turning it too far. It is so straight. It doesn't, it's not hyzering and swigging like I'm thinking. Yeah, I got the distance right. But yeah, this thing's way straighter than I thought. I gotta give a bit more hyzer or just aim more at the basket. I was thinking it was gonna swing more. But yeah, this is for eagle. That's crazy. Ooh, off the top. Okay, gonna have to work for my birdie now. Kinda happens, but it's okay. We're fine. I'm putting pretty good with it. I like it. Okay, on to hole 7. Hole 7's a bit of a monster one. I'm right beside where I just teed off for hole 6. But yeah, you can see that big pine tree on the left. It's to the right of that and tucked against the tree line, 408 feet up the hill. So I'm gonna try to crush a forehand. It's turning more than I think. It's more glide than I think too. So I'm gonna aim a bit more to the right and kind of play for that turn if I throw it out there flat up the hill. Get through it. Well, it held straight, but I was going uphill. It works. I can't lie to you guys. I think the Pro Salon's going into my bag. Getting pretty easy distance out of it. Not really cranking on it, but I really like it. Yeah, got another tricky one here. Can hyzer it just over that branch of the pine tree. I want a forehand, but it's so touchy. Beautiful. Oh, went deep, but a nice line. Over top the basket, but I gotta work for this birdie now. A little straddle action. First straddle of the day. Oh, on the stripe. I'll say outer core putting's pretty good right now. Okay, I got 2 holes left to get a birdie, or else you guys get to choose what I draw on my disc. I think we're gonna keep this punishment for more videos. Going with the inner core. Straight at it. I'll throw the outer core just so you can see it fly as well. But this should have a bit more stability if I throw it on that same line. Look at that. That's way more stable than I was thinking. Oh, man. I thought it was money. It looks so good. Gonna have the birdie 9 to avoid the punishment. Okay, I couldn't really figure out where the long whites were. Like, it was just over here. I didn't really see a line. If you're local, let me know where exactly it is. So the red tee's right there, so I'm just gonna step back a bit. But yeah, I need to birdie this to avoid my punishment. Yeah, the basket's up and to the right, so I think I gotta throw forehand on hyzer through these gaps over here and let it fade in. It's a bit blind. Just needed to be a bit higher. Gonna have a long look to save me drawing on my disc. Okay, I got caught up on these logs here. If I didn't, I think I would have skipped a bit closer, but I don't think I would have been super close. Needed it a bit higher and a bit more hyzer and a bit more inside. But this is to save my -6. Dang, bonus shot. Well, tough. Well, ladies and gents, I'm tapping in my par to finish at -5. So yeah, in the comment section, leave a comment what I should draw on my disc now that I lost my challenge. Remember, I'm not an artist, and remember, it should be appropriate-ish. Okay, I just realized that I didn't sign out. So first of all, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, it helps me out a lot. Let me know what you thought of the video if you want to see more content kind of like this with the discs. And yeah, comment down below. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.